Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to fan code DCC X10 Division 2 match number 5. This is Z Games taking on the Expendables. We are live from Vision Cricket Centre. Two teams who have had contrasting starts to the tournament. Z Games and Expendables both will be taking on each other in this encounter here at the Vision Cricket Centre. Let's not waste any more time, and without much ado, let's head down to the centre, where we've got Ahmed Khwaja with the two captains for the toss.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the sideline of the Vision Cricket Centre for the fan code DCC X10 Division 2 match number 5. And it's going to be a very exciting one. To my left are the two captains. We have Shahrukh Amin leading the Z Game strikers. We have, of course, our match official, Mr. Shiju Sam, and Mr. Adil Farooq, former UAE international player, leading the Expendables. It's going to be Shahrukh to flip the coin. Heads is the call.
And it is tails.
It has come down as tails. So, Shahrukh, you have won the toss. What have you decided?
We'll have a bat first.
And what do you think is a decent target to set on this pitch?
We'll be looking to score at least 90 or 100 plus with our batting lineup. It's very strong. So at least 100 plus, which would be a good total to defend on this wicket.
Well, you weren't really tested in your previous match. You only had to chase down about 50 odd. So, but winning is a habit. So you want to maintain that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, our bowling lineup is very strong, and we have a couple of good fast bowlers and spinners. So with that, if we get to up to 80, 90, even 100, we'd be looking to target, and then we would be able to defend it, I feel.
Any changes to the playing 11?
We have two changes because of a couple of injuries. Lovepreet Singh and Jawadullah are not playing. And we have Ronak Vaswani and Ali Iqbal coming into the team.
Best of luck for the game, Shahrukh.
Thank you very much.
Adil sir, if you would join me. Unfortunately, you have lost the toss, but if you had won it, what would you have done?
Batted first as well, because we've batted second in both the games, or been on the losing side on both. It's a funny format. I mean, we're playing it for the first time, but what happens is with T10, one good over, the match can go either way. It didn't go our way because a lot of dew as well. The ball wasn't traveling when we were batting second in the second game, because we played two games together. But, you know, it's cricket. You win or lose, it doesn't matter. We're here to have a good time.
Well, like you said, it's a game of fine margins, and if you've played the highest level yourself, but now in your later years playing 10-over cricket, how is it going for you?
I'm enjoying it. I mean, I would still love to play 50 overs. I'm touching 50. Next year I'll be 50. I'm 49 now. But I don't like shorter format games. But, you know, that's what's available. And it's good that it's being telecasted. So main thing is, you know, Dubai Cricket Council is doing whatever they can for youth to prosper and get better at cricket. And, you know, nothing like, you know, being live on YouTube or whatever for them guys. So, yeah.
Any changes to the playing 11 for tonight?
We have. Because we had a couple of injuries last game, so what we've done is we've brought in, because it's a T10 format, we brought in Ramesh Shehzad, who's one of the finest hard hitters of the ball, and you know, QA cricketer as well. We've also got Mohammad Ayaz, who's a very quick left-arm fast bowler. So those are the couple of changes, and the rest of the team's the same. Yeah.
Best of luck for the game, Adil Farooq.
Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair.
Right then, news from the sideline is that Z Game strikers have won the toss and they will have a bat first.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja. The news from the centre, as we all know now, is that Z Games strikers have elected to bat first. That's the playing 11 for both the sides. For strikers, it is Shahrukh Amin, the captain, Ali Iqbal, Glenn Fernandez, Ronak Vaswani, Mohammad Ejaz, Sajid, Faisal Altaf, Abdullah Salim, Nadir Hussain, Furqan Khalil, the wicketkeeper, Akshay Rathore, Muhammad Ismail, and for the Expendables, it is Adil Farooq, the captain, Zishan Durrani, Danish Haider, Fawad Ghafoor, Saqib Hussain, Fahad Al-Hashmi, Usaid Sheikh, Furqan Shafi, Shan Alam, the batter, Ramesh Shehzad. Now that's a good inclusion for the Expendables, and Mohammad Ayaz. Z Games have decided to bat first, and just the right time to introduce my co-commentator for the first time in the tournament. It is Altamash. Altamash, welcome.
Thank you for having me here, and we can see the openers are here taking the strike, taking their guards, and the first of all, the thing is the outfield look very grassy, very good looking, and the outfield here have to give a good
Yeah, good credit to the outfield here, because I think it's a lush green outfield, very quick, and you get value for your shots if you play well.
Exactly. So there is a good outfield, and give full credit to the groundsman here and maintaining the international standard of the field here in UAE. It's highly commendable, and we can see the umpire watching the time. So within a few minutes, we're starting this game. The umpire says okay, and here we go. The first ball for Z Gamers, won the toss and elected to bat first.
A good start to the over.
There should be a first slip as well if you're bowling for the first over, and if there's a movement, then you might get some wickets there. So there should be obviously there should be a one slip there. If they are bowling with a left-arm bowler, the swing would be there. So it will be good to have a slip there.
Oh, yes, a slip in place. It's a shorter format, so that's why you don't see a lot of players attacking. But with the movement in the air, you might just want a slip earlier on in the innings. A left-hand, right-hand combination for the Z Games batting lineup. Shahrukh Amin, the captain, is opening the innings along with Furqan Khalil. Couldn't make a lot of runs, Furqan, in the previous game, but he's off the mark with a single. Down the leg side, gets the hand onto that. It will race away towards the fine leg fence. Good effort in the deep by Furqan, and he manages to keep the ball inside the field of play.
So we are getting extra runs, and that will cost them, because in this shorter format, the extra runs will be costing them. And right now, there's only one ball, and they have gone past the 4 runs, and they have 5 more balls left in this over. So we can see a good knock from Shahrukh Mohammad Abin. Is still in 0, and Furqan Khalil, first ball, first run, and then let's see how the over goes. We still have 5 balls to go.
Down the leg side, again not getting that angle right. The left-hand, right-hand combination definitely hurting Mohammad. He's not adapting to his line and length. Isn't it difficult for a bowler, especially a left arm, to be bowling to a left-handed batter?
Exactly. When there's a little bit of movement, then you have to control. If you don't have a control in your swing, so it will be very, very difficult for a left-hander to make that impact for any time if you want to swing the ball and if you are keeping a full length delivery. So it might be costing him for the wide ball. And Fido, Fawad, the wicketkeeper, is doing a very good job by collecting the ball, else it should be a 4 going down the leg side.
That time he just plays it towards point, just a gentle push. This is a much better line from Mohammad. Interesting to see Fawad donning the gloves. Played straight down the ground, and they'll take a single. So dealing in singles at the moment, but Shahrukh is off the mark with that 1 run.
Ramesh Shahzad is the fielder on the long on, and he has played some UAE international game as well. So it's a good to see Ramesh Shahzad on the side for the team. Let's see how he plays for the team and how beneficial he is for his team right now.
Yes, he's an experienced campaigner. He's definitely a value add for the Expendables. We'll have high hopes on him. Beautiful shot, but straight to Ramesh Shahzad. No chance for any run whatsoever. That was hit straight, and will be another dot ball.
But it was good looking cover drive. But if you have Ramesh Shahzad there in long on, so it was not possible to take. And right now, after that ball, we can see one fielder moving away to the deep extra cover to make that single or 2 runs. So saving that 4 from there.
Short ball this time, straight to the fielder. Yes, no situation, directed. Well. What a great throw that is from the fielder there at point. We'll have to confirm who that was, but the confirmed news is that Furqan Khalil, well, he's been run out. when you have that yes-no situation, what follows is a sorry. And that was a great throw. Look at that. Right on the money. Wicket number 1 down. Furqan Khalil is walking back.
Bullseye, I must say, bullseye. Throwing from seeing only one stump from there and hitting to, there's Furqan Ali gone for 1. Facing only 3 deliveries. Yes, no. 6 for 1.
Akshay Rathore, the new man in. And he will have a big role to play. 28 runs is what he scored in the previous game at number 3 for Z Games. And that is a very important position to be batting in.
Definitely, definitely. We have seen players batting to that point of the slot for the first down. You can say Virat Kohli come to that position, and the way he has played today against Bangladesh, quite commendable. And there is appeal for LBW. Umpire says no. A good appeal was there, and after completion of 1 over, 6 for 1.
Six for 1 after the first over. In comes Furqan. Big appeal that was clearly missing the leg, and then another few stumps after that. That was how wide it was. Just an ambitious appeal from Furqan, but he's a good bowler. He's definitely got what it takes, a young fast bowler, and has been very impressive.
Well, looking his run up is quite smooth. The way he's delivering the ball is into the pad though, but the way he is running up and the run up is going good. So let's see that how he produce a wicket in this over, or we can see a good batting from Akshay Rathore or Shahrukh Mohammadani.
It will be an interesting contest between these two. Remember, it's a power play over. Just 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Akshay Rathore just not ready to face the ball. Seven deliveries, 7 for 1. So almost a runner ball right now, Z Games. In comes Furqan. Oh, that's a good delivery. Some movement in the air, just a hint of swing, getting past that edge of Akshay Rathore, straight into the hands of the keeper.
That's high arm delivery and passing through the batsman. A little bit of swing we can see. That's why I'm saying if it is in a power play also, it won't be hurting you if you keep at least one slip. Might get a chance for the slip, run out, or catch out.
Again, outside off, again beating the edge. Some movement in the air. Akshay not getting close to the ball.
as I was saying, the movement is there. You can give one slip at least. Let's see for the 1 or 2 balls. And then if you see that it's nothing been happening because the way the ball is moving, you should try for this one.
Yes, I think that's a good point. They can get a slip in place, but the captain thinks otherwise. No slip in place as of now. It's straight to the fielder. They've taken a run. That's good running between the wickets. Was quick, but they've already had a run out, so they'll have to.
The game is of 10 overs, let me remind you. So they have to go now because the way you make more time, you will get a short overs, and if that you cannot, this is a power play overs going on. You have to go big. You have to go big because if the wasting of time and wasting of balls won't be giving you any benefit from there.
Again, some movement in the air. This time played straight back to the bowler. Another dot ball. Good over this one from Furkan. Just one run off it. And a leg by. And one more ball to go.
Shahrukh has no clue. The ball came little bit in. The swinging, that we can see the in swing for Shahrukh.
That's it straight to the fielder. A missed field will allow them to get a few more runs. They'll take 2. And that will be the end of the second over. After 2 overs, Z Game strikers are 10 for 1. Two overs have been bowled. The power play overs are done. There's one more floating power play, but right now is the skipper, Adil Farooq, who's introduced himself into the attack. First ball outside off, played over the point fielder. Will reach the cover sweeper fielder and will only be a single.
There is a movement here and he's doing a slow right arm. That's why the wicketkeeper is close by. So we can see a movement here as well, and plus we can see a big shots coming in few minutes.
Yes, they look to attack. They've not gotten to a good start. 11 for 1. They've lost a big man, Furkan Khalil, in the form of a run out. But overall, this has been a power play that belongs to Adil Farooq. Some movement again in the air that's played towards the point fielder. They'll take a quick run. And that will bring Akshay Rathore on strike.
Wicketkeeper is not happy the way the fielding was done. He's calling the fielder, shuffling the fielders now. Score moves to 12 after loss of 1 wicket. 2.2 overs has been done. Adil for the third ball of his over.
Chipped over, straight to the fielder. No, it's crossed the ropes. That was sweetly timed. Exquisitely timed shot from Akshay Rathore. And that's the first 6 of the game. Tournament 6 is 27. But what a clean hit that was, Altamash.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. The big sixes are coming right now because this is the over they will target to. And because there is a slow right arm, they will definitely target because there is no such overs has been left for 7 overs right now.
Another big heave towards the onside. They have a long on and a deep mid wicket. just a tad bit full from Adil on that previous occasion, and that was enough for Akshay to pack it sailing over the long on for a 6. And this is smart batting. After that 6, he takes a single and gets to the non-striking end.
Definitely, it was a smart batting. He wants that if he'll rotate the strike, the batsman, the bowler will be confused because there is a towards the mid-on region. There will be only 1 run. Ramesh Azad is there. As I was saying, there will be if they will rotate the strike, so there will be a confusion with the bowler as well. You have to move your fielders here and there, the left-hander, right-hander combination. It's quite nightmare for the bowlers right now.
Yeah, it's never easy. Short ball up in the air. Who wants it? Will be taken at point. Another good catch. This time it's Shan Alam who's taken that catch. And that's a big wicket. Akshay Rathore, who hit a 6, has to go back to the dugout. Adil gets a wicket on the last ball of the over.
Little bit of swing movement we have seen, and he wanted to go off the mid-wicket region, but there was a shot which was not been. We have seen that Akshay Rathore has gone for 9 runs, giving only 1 6 and 8 ball, 20 for 2 after 3 overs. Scorecard looks not so good. Shahrukh on 5, and Nadir is here. The Furqan, 1 run on 3 balls. Akshay looking good, but has been catch out. Adil, the captain, taking the giving the break to his team. 20 for 2 after 3 overs. 7 overs left, and we have seen 5 extras run as well.
Fahad Al-Hashmi being introduced in the attack. There is protection, but yeah, that's good work. Good work by Furqan. He's got a good throw as well. Gets a direct hit all the way from the boundary ropes. They'll take 2 runs. Very good effort in the field.
Z Games has to make something around 100 plus runs to be in the game. If they make something around 80 or 90 runs, they won't be surviving with this. And we can see a lofted shot again. It's dropping in the no man's land. Fielder will cut off. And we can see only 2 runs here.
Yes, 2 runs on the first and 2 runs on the second. 4 runs already in this over. That was half a chance again. Just landing behind point. Could have gone anywhere. Some good footwork from the fielder ensures that they only get 2. Slapped straight down the ground. As of now, Expendables have made sure that the game is not out of their hands. They've taken 2 wickets and only conceded 25 runs.
Some we have to take a target 100 plus odd runs, but I cannot see the Expendables are giving any of the shorter delivery or any of the lighter delivery balls to them to hit big 6s. So we can see, let's see, and we can see a lot of bowling changes. There's a 4th over running, and we can see the 4th bowler into the attack. Little bit of chase from extra cover. They might go for 2 runs. Yes, they comfortably take 2 runs. Score moves to 27 now.
7 runs already in the over in 4 deliveries. Nadir Hussain is the new man in for the strikers. Flipped off the pads. He's an experienced player. Has been playing around the domestic circuit for quite some time, has also played for the UAE indoor cricket team. Altamash will tell us more about that.
Yes, definitely. Because if you're playing in UAE and if you haven't seen the experience, the Indo might be means you haven't seen anything. So yeah, some of the people have played Indo as well and outdoor as well. You can see the wicket keeper, his Fido. He's also a very good Indo player, and he has played some Premier Division in the Indo team.
Clipped off the pads. Shahrukh happy to deal in singles. And a good over in the context from Fahad Al Hashmi. No boundaries in that over. 9 runs off it. 4 overs have been bowled. It's 29 for 2. Four bowlers used so far. Adil Farooq, the captain, the one who got that breakthrough, gave away 10 runs in his over. Mohammad Ayaz and Furqan Shafi have been very economical.
It's a good thinking by the captain from the Expendable that they are continuously changing their bowlers. So they have given only 1 overs, and they're not letting to settle the batsmen, because if the batsman will settle, they might go for the big runs.
Yeah, I think they've just shuffled the bowlers really well. Another bowler introduced into the attack, Zishan now. So the 5th bowler. Now he's the bowler who can make a big difference for the Expendables. He's got the knack of taking wickets. 5 wickets in the 2 matches that he has played. This is his 3rd game. So he's the one to look out for. Starts off with the ball outside off, and they've taken a quick single.
A leg break bowler obviously in the team makes some difference if you have a leg break bowler in your team. Let's see Jishan here, what he does in this ball, because right now they don't have any much time for Z Games to come back. They have to go big any of the overs to make a decent total here.
Yes, 30 on the board after 2. 4.1 overs. Nadir, he's the man who can make the difference here for the strikers. He's played a lot of cricket. A good ball and bowled. We were talking about how important this wicket is for Z Game strikers, and Zishan, the leg spinner, strikes an important wicket in the form of Nadir Hussain. He's walking back, and trouble continues for the strikers.
That was a googly for Nadir Hussain. Yeah, exactly. So Nadir goes for 3 runs, and score moves to 30 for 3 loss, and looks with very deep trouble. Z Games from here to go for past 100 runs is quite difficult right now.
Played straight to the fielder. Oh, that's a drop catch. It could have been back-to-back wickets for Zishan, but that was an easy catch. Should have been taken. Ronak Waswani, well, he's having a lucky night tonight.
Easy catch though, easy catch. It was in hand. Not so difficult if you are playing this standard of games here, and this should be taken.
Another shot, another misfield. This will go all the way for 4 runs. So adding insult to injury.
Classy, some of the classy move while he was doing umpiring.
Straight down the ground. Beautiful hit. Oh, that'll be 4 more. I thought there is some protection, but that protection is not enough. Satish, the umpire, again signals in a very animated way. And that's back-to-back boundaries for Shahrukh.
Shahrukh looking great touch right now. The way he's playing the straight drives and on drives. Let's see what happens in this ball.
Chipped just over the 30-yard circle towards the cover sweeper. So a wicket, a single, and then two back-to-back boundaries. Everything happening in this over. 5 overs have been bowled. 40 for 3 is the score, and it's going to be a change in the com box. It's going to be Abdul Rahman Tariq alongside Ahmed Khwaja.
Well, thank you, Shoaib Ahmed and Altamash. Z Game strikers 40 at the halfway stage, 3 wickets down. Well, Ahmed Khwaja against this batting lineup of the Expendables. What would be a safe total? That is the question.
Yeah, I don't think they want to be chasing anything above 100. Shahrukh Amin, 21 of 15, holds the key for Z Games. Oh, beautiful outswinger from Fahad Al-Hashmi. Still showing that the old war horse still got the skills.
Yeah, that's his trademark. The in-swinger to the right-hander, outswinger to the left-hander.
Well, I was really looking forward to watching his spell from the sideline. Unfortunately, he didn't take the new ball. Belted down the ground and just dropping in front of the long off there. Did well to cut the boundary for Khan Shafi, I believe it might be there.
Danish Haider in that orange cap. Orange seems to be the color. You're wearing a nice peachy orange looking shirt.
Well,
and those shoes of Fahad Al-Hashmi as well. Matching in colors.
Well, you have to look good first of all. Doesn't matter about your skills. Tucked behind square leg, pushing for 2. And they should pick it up fairly easily there on the throw. Yeah, I'm just following the color coding pattern of our title sponsor, Fan Code. And of course, our tournament director, Mr. Shiju Sam as well. He was wearing a very striking pink shirt yesterday. I'm like, I'm going to follow you. I've got one in my closet as well. Swept away towards deepish mid-wicket. And they'll only get one. They should perhaps look to challenge that throw though.
Well, it's an interesting field placing. Fahad Al-Hashmi coming over the wicket to the left-handers. And they're dragging him towards the leg side. That square leg fielder in the circle is a bit dangerous for me.
Yeah, asking for a boundary in that region. This time he goes downtown, Shahrukh Amin. Just over the long on. And he gets a maximum 50 up for the strikers.
Well, it's master versus student. Shahrukh Amin has been coached by Fahad Al-Hashmi. Sure, he's faced him in the nets. And he's enjoying himself.
Yeah, getting some back towards the coach. Bit of banter in the middle as well. I think the next delivery will be significantly quicker from Fahad Al-Hashmi. I'm just guessing. No matter how good the student is, he'll never be the master, will he? This time he takes it on the full over extra. He's going to plug in the outfield, but there is protection out there. So none for 20 on the day for Fahad Al-Hashmi. Looking for overthrows? No, they'll stick to 1. 51 for 3.
Over. Satish. 6 over. Satish. 51. 6 over. 51. T minus 1 over. Adil bhai. Power play. Power play. Power play.
A steady spell from Fahad Al-Hashmi, 20 given in 2. Mohammad Ayaz comes back into the attack. Good first over from him. Raw pace.
Yeah, very impressive indeed. He's just coming back after a long break to top level cricket. Used to be a very, very fine left arm swing bowler. I remember seeing him in some of those top regional tournaments representing Fujairah.
Well, he started with the Emirates Blues in the D10 in 2019.
Oh, outside edge. Well, that's pretty unlucky. And good fielding at deep third. Well done. Cut off the boundary.
Well, as you were saying in the previous game as well, that football World Cup bug is very much alive. Fancy footwork in the outfield. Saves 2 for the team.
Still getting that movement in the air, Mohammad Ayaz. Good to see him making his way back. Clearly not fully match fit just yet, but that will come with time. Of course, it's still early days in the UAE domestic season.
Where the problem that he had was with his calf. And that's an injury that takes a long time to heal. Because that's one muscle that's always working overtime, even if you're just walking or sitting.
Absolutely. 53 for 3. Short ball and pulled away just short of the short fine leg. Bit of a misfield, but they'll only pick up 1. Either side of him, it's a boundary.
Yeah, the intelligent slower bouncer. Ayaz at his peak. One of the best left arm fast bowlers in the UAE. Part of the UAE setup. Has played a couple of internationals for UAE as well.
Very, very talented bowler. He was top part of that very, very strong Fujairah side. I still remember it was the 2021 D20 or D10. And let's see if he can get back into international reckoning. Right in the block hole. Excellent bowling, but they'll pick up 1 run quickly here. Good desperation between the wickets between Shah Rukh and Ronak.
Yeah, just as you can see, trying to get a hold of that ball and running a bit gingerly. Good addition to this expendable side. They were missing a premier bowler. Those 2 games they played the first day of the fan code DCC X10 Rapid Fire Division 2. They were missing a class bowler. They've added him into the setup and he's already making a difference.
Yeah, excellent spell. Keeping a lid on the scoring. Attempted Yorker right on the money. Nothing Shah Rukh Amin could do with that. Takes the single to mid-off.
Well, Ahmed Khwaja, expect a bouncer this delivery now. It's the 5th ball of the over. And if you've played with Mohammad Ayaz, you'll know that's sort of his setup plan. Goes full a couple of times and then goes short and quick.
Well, Ronak Vaswani, you have been warned. You can't hear us from here. But that is the game plan. Let's see if Abdurrahman Tariq, the Oracle, is right. Attempted Yorker again. Well, 0 marks for you, young man.
Tried to go for that Yorker. It was a full toss in the end. And Ronak Vaswani trying to play it straight.
And even that takes a lot of energy out of you, trying to hit the block hole consistently. Really have to bend your back. None for 11. That's a brilliant spell. And bringing the Expendables back into the game. Down the leg side. Not going to be given wide, is it? I think it was slightly harsh there, I reckon.
Oh yeah, if he was standing in his normal position, that would have hit his boot. Walked across the stumps, Ronak. There you can see, that would have hit him on the foot. That's a cruel game if you're a bowler.
Yeah, umpire Satish, I think I disagree with that one. Of course, we do have that dynamic crease being part of the ICC regulations now, but fair enough. There's that bouncer, and he's recognized it and pummeled it over mid-wicket. Fahad Al-Hashmi. No, he's given up the chase, to my surprise, and to Abdurrahman's. Boundary to conclude his spell. 61 for 3. 33 of 22 for Shah Rukh. He's hung in there right from ball one. Not much from Furqan, Akshay and Nadir Hussain. His wicket going down was a big blow to the strikers. Now just looking to rebuild with Ronak Vaswani and company.
And not a lot of batting to come. That's why this man is the key for them to go past that 100-run mark.
Ramesh Shehzad, former UAE international. Big striker of the ball. And that's also a wide, just bowling his loopy off spin.
Not a bad plan here. Two left-handers on the crease. Bring in the off spinner. Let him play against the spin, so to speak.
Yeah, another player coming back from injury. This has been hoiked towards deep mid wicket. And a catch grasped once again. Well, that should have been taken. How costly will these drop catches be, Abdurrahman?
Well, this is the second catch dropped of Shah Rukh. The first one was costly enough. Let's see what happens from here.
Yeah, just a chip and bouncing up the palms there. Was on the move to his weaker side. So Shah Rukh, living dangerously, 35 of 23. Oh, this time he's nailed it. This time he's gonna clear the fielders. Just palmed over for a 6 over the crossbar.
On two minds there, Zishan Durrani. Whether to save the 6, try to catch. In the end, does neither. And it goes for a maximum. An important boundary this for Shah Rukh and Z Game strikers.
Yeah, that's a priceless maximum. And just ran out of room. Didn't realize he had maybe half a yard. Timely 6. 41 of 24 now. Shah Rukh batting beautifully. The captain taking responsibility. Oh, this has been just sliced. Will it be taken this time? Yes, but he's over the rope.
Oh, a good catch taken. But it's 6 runs to the batsman.
Well, he's having a torrid time at deep mid wicket. That time it was taken, but he's like, look at the boundary rope. I ran out of room. Once again towards him. And this time, he's dropped it again. Well, drama at the Vision Cricket Centre. Ramesh Shehzad must be tearing his hair out.
Oh, Zishan Durrani. What are you doing at mid-wicket? A very good catch taken. But he was about 2 feet outside. This time, he grasses it.
Well, Shah Rukh, you need to play the lottery tonight after this game, young man. It's your lucky night. Everything is coming off for you. 16 runs off the over already. And it will remain 16. Entertaining over. It's all happening at the fan code DCC X10. 77 for 3. Well, plenty of bowlers used by Adil Farooq. Zishan Durrani is an option. He has a wicket to his name. I think it's safer to have him bowling rather than fielding. None for 20 for Fahad Al-Hashmi. None for 16 for Mohammad Ayaz. For Khan Shafi, excellent over. None for 3. Maybe he'll bowl one at the death here. And Ramesh Shehzad, I don't think we'll be seeing his off spin anytime soon.
You're very unlucky though, Ramesh Shehzad. Could have had 2 wickets in the over. Adil Farooq.
He's well played.
Yeah, good knock there, young man. Leading the team from the front. They were in trouble. They had lost 2 wickets very quickly. And then he's taken charge, going at a strike rate of almost 200.
Yeah, he's held it all together. 185 to be precise with 3 maximums. Got a couple of lives. Bowled him. This time Adil Farooq is right on the money. And the furniture has been disturbed big time.
Well, it's the experience of the man. Adil Farooq, captain v captain. It was an in-swinger going across the line, beaten, neck and crop.
And a bit of a send-off from the war horse. Excellent bowling. 50 off 28. Excellent innings by Shah Rukh as well. 79 for 4. So a big wicket to lose for the strikers. Faisal Altaf, well, he's certainly a very promising young fast bowler. Let's see if he can clatter a few maximums here.
He's no mug with the bat, Faisal Altaf. Played some very good knocks in the KPL, held in Pakistan. Was part of Shahid Afridi's side, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it was called the Rawalakot Hawks, if I'm not wrong. We'll need to check that, but certainly a youngster of a very high caliber. Facing a bowler of a very high caliber. That one just going beyond the tram lines. Looking to bowl outswing.
Yeah, very well kept by Fawad. Was at a torrid time behind the stumps.
Yeah, that was a no-look grab. Nicely done. So, still about 10 deliveries to go in the innings. Picked up straight. That's got the distance on it, all right. Maximum.
Yeah, that's a repeat of one of his maximums at the KPL. Very strong downtown, Faisal Altaf. And he'll enjoy the space on the ball. Adil Farooq, he swings it, but he's not very quick.
Yeah, length ball. And just that bottom hand powering the ball. Look at that bat speed. That's brilliant. That's right out of the middle of the stick. And a fair distance as well. That's a big boundary. Right then, Adil Farooq under a bit of pressure. Length ball once again dragged towards wideish mid-wicket. Safe fielding on it. Bit of uneven bounce and almost a run out executed.
Well, the ball is following Zishan Durrani everywhere he goes. He's at mid-wicket now for the new bowler.
Fantastic match going on. Plenty of entertainment. A lot of hooting and hollering from the spectators as well. Good to see some champions of the past taking to the field. And Stowe end of the bat gone up. Just gonna plug in the outfield in front of the long off. Ramiz out there. I dare say he needs to be at mid-wicket and let go by the keeper. Just a bit casual there.
Yeah, look at that. That bounce right on the wicket. Very difficult for the wicket keepers to collect. Fawad taking one glove off because he wants to go for that throw as well.
Well, these are needless runs being given away. Needless runs that you have to chase later on. It's a young side, Z Game strikers. Plenty of hot-blooded fast bowlers in them. Oh, that's beaten everyone and missed the leg stick. 4 byes.
Oh, very unlucky. Adil Farooq deserved that wicket. He's bowled really well. And that one going past the batsman, the stumps, and the wicket keeper for 4 byes. So in the end, a very, very expensive over this. 95, I beg your pardon, on the board for Z Game strikers in the 9th over.
Final over coming up then is going to be Zishan Durrani. Well, he's at a torrid time in the field. And bowling the final over. Beauty! Absolute beauty! And Faisal Altaf sold down the river. And he's been stumped.
I think he was waiting for a right-hander to come on strike, Zishan Durrani. And first delivery. Grips and turns, beats the batsman. Well kept by Fawad Ghafoor. An important stumping, 95 for 5 now, the Z Game strikers.
over, 5 to come.
Well, there you can see the young strikers getting warmed up for their fielding and bowling. Look relatively relaxed. Mohammad Ismail. He's a left arm spinner as well, working on his batting. Zishan Durrani, very impressive with his quickish leg break. Drill down the ground. They're going to push for 2 here. No, they're just sauntering for 1. Don't really like that intent there of the Rahman. You need to be a bit more proactive.
I think Ronak Vaswani wanted to keep the strike at that time. He's been in for quite some time.
And Zishan, 2 for 12 on the day. This could be an inspired move to give a leg spinner the final over. Oh, that beats everyone.
Oh, they're going for a single.
Looking for a bye, and they'll get it. Well, Zishan is a bit frustrated, and rightly so.
Excitement in the com box as well. And excitement right there in the middle.
Well, he seems like a moody leg spinner. They are a strange lot. That one beating the inner half of the bat. Why are you looking at me? You're a weirdo too, Abdur Rahman.
Yeah, I'm a leg spinner as well, man. We're a rare breed, as they say.
That's brilliant bowling. This could be a game-changing over here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just 2 runs, 1 off the bat, 1 extra, and a wicket. He's bowling really well. Look at the turn that he's getting on this wicket.
Yeah, really gives it a rip. Just the inner half of the bat. They're going to push for 2 here, surely. Mid-wicket herring after it. And Ismail will be in trouble. Oh, the throw is missed. Well, that was very casual from the wicket-keeper. He's getting an earful from the fielders. 99 on the board. Final delivery coming up.
Well, Fido is the definition of casual, I can tell you that, if you've known him and played with him.
Here we go. Over the top of extra. And it's gone through. Fadil Hashmi letting it go for a 4. 100 on the board. 103 for 5. And they allotted 10 overs. A decent score, not a match-winning one, Abdur Rahman.
Well, you have to say that the Expendables will be very disappointed. They had the game under control. They're taking wickets up front. And then they've conceded boundaries because of misfields, catches dropped. But 103, what do you say? It's a par score, so to speak, Ahmed Khwaja.
Yeah, par is exactly the word. Shahrukh Amin, the captain, with a sparkling 50. Nobody else really contributing apart from Ronak Vaswani. But the Expendables will feel they're in the game. Should be an entertaining run chase, that's for sure.
Yeah, they've shored up their batting. I'm sure you've heard of the name Ramesh Shahzad. He'll play a key role. That's the batting card. Then the captain Shahrukh Amin leading from the front. 50 of 28 for him. Then as you said, 9 runs for Ronak. And Faisal Altaf 11 of 4 with that 1 maximum. 13 extras. The second highest run scorer was extras, and that will come back to haunt them for sure.
Yeah, he played a good knock. 13 in quick time. Mohammad Ayaz none for 16. For Khan Shafi only used for 1 over. 2 for Adil Farooq, 2 for 24. And Zishan Durrani, the leggy, bowled an excellent final over, 2 for 18. And Ramesh Shahzad, the big name right at the bottom. Well, we know all about his batting skills. That'll be fun to watch. Let's take a look at the highlights of this first innings. It was Mohammad Ayaz initially. And this was that brilliant run out from backward point. Adil Farooq then came into the attack. This was flicked towards long on, going all the way for 6. This one a towering hit but went straight up, and a safe catch taken at backward point. Zishan Durrani then came in, beautiful top spinner off the pads. And then it was that partnership between Shahrukh Amin and Ronak Vaswani. Ramesh Shahzad was also clattered for a few, had a couple of catches dropped as well. This one really should have been taken. But then Adil Farooq with his in-swinger, absolute beauty to get the opposing captain. Then Faisal Altaf with that mighty blow down the ground. That was the biggest 6 of the evening so far. And then Zishan Durrani getting him stumped. Excellent piece of keeping as well. And this was that hit over extra from Mohammad Ismail. Well, Fadil Hashmi won't be going to Qatar 2022 anytime soon. 104 runs is the target for the Expendables. Required run rate of 10.4. We'll take a short break and be right back for the run chase. So stay tuned.
Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to match number 5. Fan code DCC X10 Rapid Fire. These are the Division 2 leg of games from the Vision Cricket Centre. If you're just joining us, it was Z Game Strikers won the toss, decided to bat first and put up 103 on the board. Half the runs coming from Shahrukh Amin, their captain. And then a cameo from Faisal Altaf. 13 extras in that total. As I'm joined by Kes Farooq in the comm box. Kes, there's a certain Farooq there in the bowling card that's done really well. Adil Farooq leading from the front with the ball.
Yeah, the ageless Adil Farooq. Bowled fairly well, 2 for 24 of his 2 overs. But Zishan Durrani, outstanding as always. He's taken wickets in every game that the Expendables have played. Another stellar performance at 2 for 18.
.104 needed, and they've sent out the big guns. Ramesh Shahzad and Fadil Hashmi opening the batting. Ex-Z Game striker players. Oh, there's going to be some banter right there. You can see it. Fadil Hashmi is even taking strike. You don't say that very often. It seems like this is personal, Kes.
Yes, the mighty, the muscular Fadil Hashmi, and with him Ramesh Shahzad, 2 powerhouse batsmen, ideal for the 10-over game.
Well, Mohammad Ismail seems like he's seen a ghost. Just the 7 economy rate, so not bad so far in the tournament. And Shahrukh Amin, well, again, it depends on what happens in this first over. But when you have Ramesh Shahzad and Fadil Hashmi opening the batting, why not go with the fast bowler, Faisal Altaf?
That's exactly what I was thinking, Abdul. Why not start with your best fast bowler? As Fahad plays that towards deep long on. Oh, that's a misfield from Nadir Hussain. That is a very unlikely situation, unheard of in the domestic circuit in the UAE.
Oh, yes. Talk about nerves. Was out very cheaply. And then the first ball, a slight fumble. No damage done. Just a single. Ramesh Shahzad now on strike.
And this is going to be a big test for the young Ismail, Abdul. With Ramesh and Fahad at the crease and the benefit of the batting power play, the first 2 overs of power play. It's going to be a big test for this young boy.
Oh, in the air. Just bouncing in front of the fielder. Ramesh Shahzad starting tentatively. What a breakthrough that would have been. First ball, Ramesh Shahzad. But he's still there.
And another dot ball. Ramesh would have had his heart in his mouth in on that first delivery. He's giving himself room, so you can clearly see he was trying to target the offside, but very smart bowling by Ismail. He went after the batsman.
So far, the tactic working. Again, Yorker. 4 dot balls. This is a good over so far. 3 dot balls, beg your pardon. And a single off the first one. Shahrukh Amin getting his tactics right. He knows something we don't. Very well bowled and watchfully played. Front foot defense in a T10 game.
Very well bowled by Ismail. He's bowled a brilliant first over considering who he's up against. So he's got to finish it off well.
He's a confident lad, Ismail. This time driven through the covers. Magnificent shot. Well, that front foot defense was something to see. This cover drive is top drawer.
That was a gentle push from Ramesh, but you can see the power he packs as the Expendables are at 5 without loss at the end of the first.
अली थर्ड मैन निकलेगा अली यारी फाइन आ जा स्मैश डीप स्क्वायर इनसाइड ग्लेन शॉट में डा यार
And they've gone with Faisal Altaf for the second over, Abdul. I think that's a good move. It's a good move.
Yeah, I think so. Although the reasoning behind my logic was that if Faisal Altaf gets a good first over, and then if they go for the third over as the floating power play, you can bring him back. But in this case, he will bowl just one over, and maybe they go back to Ismail, who hasn't bowled poorly. It was a good over till that happened. Beautiful cover drive.
That was a majestic cover drive. Something Ramiz is very, very well known for. Oh, good delivery first up from Faisal Altaf. Wide Yorker. And Fahad is well known for his dashing batting against spin bowling. He seems to struggle a little bit when there's a little bit of pace on the ball.
Yeah, I think what Fahad Hashmi needs to do here is try to take a single and get Ramesh Shahzad on strike. Looking at the bowling options, they do have Abdullah, a left-arm fast bowler, and Faisal. Everybody else spinners. There again, losing it. Going for the quick single. He had given up. Fahad Hashmi had given up. Very lucky that ball has not hit the stumps.
Well, that was interesting. Fahad had given up a mile away, and he needs to be able to perform. He needs to perform for his side. They're chasing a fairly decent target, a sizable target, and one of these two have to go on beyond the power play and bat, to a major part of the inning. He was not even in the frame, Abdul.
Yeah, I don't think the leg umpire would have gone for a third umpire review. Ramesh Shahzad wanted to get back on strike against the fast bowler. Width given in the air. Has that gone for a maximum?
Maximum or not, that was another superbly executed extra cover drive or a back foot punch, whatever you want to call it. He played that on the up.
Yeah, the umpire just checking. We are about 100 meters away from the batsman, and that crack sound right into the comm box.
I believe I saw soft signal 6, and yes, it is a maximum. That was hit like a rocket.
Oh, what a shot. Ramesh Shahzad, who is won game single-handedly for the men in grey. I still remember that knock against Zimbabwe. They're checking again. I don't think there is any doubt. That's a maximum for sure. Brilliant shot. Can he keep going though, Kaz Farooq? That is the question.
Yeah.
They need him to get 45, 50 odd runs if they want to chase this total down.
Yes, true, Abdul. And you can see the pressure that Ramiz creates when he's batting. You could see in the corner, you can see the entire team huddle. It's like a mini team huddle trying to talk to Faisal, trying to calm him, calm the nerves.
Well, I'll tell you what. As a fast bowler, if you bowl wide outside off stump and a batsman hits you for 6, there's not a lot you can tell him after that. They need to stick to a plan. Either target the stumps or keep it outside off stump on a good length. There's not a lot of planning that goes behind a T10 game. Slight hold up. I think they're going for a new ball. Well, Ramesh Shahzad needed just one delivery to knock the shape off this one.
You're right. Maybe he just damaged the leather, because the sound that came off the bat was amazing.
Yes, absolutely. As I was saying, we're really far away from the batsman here in the comm box, and we heard that loud and clear. Well, there's still a lot of game to go, but that one shot is a statement shot. has made the Z Game strikers a bit nervous. Helter-skelter, Furqan Khalil setting up the field. Changes everywhere. Now they've taken a third man fielder and a square leg.
Well, the problem for the bowling and fielding side is where do you bowl to a 360-degree cricketer like Ramiz, who can basically play exactly the same shot anywhere else? And you see that he's powered that over the mid-wicket fence for a maximum.
Well, the answer to your question is that you give the ball back to the captain and you go back home. Unbelievable execution of the pulled shot. Ramesh Shahzad is enjoying himself, and this is a sight to see. If you're a UAE fan, if you're a Grace fan, you know what this man is capable of. You've seen him do it on the big stage.
For young kids watching at home, this is how you execute a pull shot to a fast bowler. He saw it early. The beauty of his batting is he picked the length up very, very early. That allowed him to play a pull shot to a medium pacer who's not slow, and he's played that in front of square. So you can see how early he saw the ball.
Well, whoever's car that is, I hope you have insurance, because Ramesh Shahzad has his eyes set on it. Again a short ball, brilliant. Qais Farooq said he's a 360 degrees player, and Ramesh Shahzad is showing you exactly why. 6 over cover, 6 over mid-wicket, and then a dab.
Very quickly.
Well, if you're a neutral, you'd be hoping you can see 20 overs of Ramesh. Goes for a short ball again, this time played in the gap. 360 degrees. Ramesh Shahzad is on fire. 26 for no loss, 24 off the bat of Ramesh Shahzad, 21 runs off the over.
पावर प्ले नहीं ले रहे, चलो जल्दी जल्दी आओ, जल्दी 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 जाली सामने खड़ा हूं, देख रहा हूं बड़ा भाई है। पीछे रहना नादिर, ठीक है
Wafad Al-Hashmi, the bigger of the two, has been standing at the non-strikers end admiring Ramesh Shahzad. Nadir Hussain brought into the attack and brought in early. Slower delivery, charges down the track. Wafad Al-Hashmi gets a single.
Well, perhaps the Expendables should have, taken the power play, but I'm assuming, they would have recognized or anticipated that Nadir would come in early, and maybe they'll wait for his over and then decide to take it.
Well, I do agree with you there, Kes. Would have been a good option to go with the power play, throw Shahrukh Amin's tactics off, because the fact that he's brought in Nadir so early is because he's a bit nervous. He wants to get a wicket, wants to get a breakthrough, and if the power play is on, he might have to bring Ismail early or another fast bowler.
Well, Fahad's now on strike, a fairly sedate 3 or 4, but he's been a spectator at the other end with the carnage from Ramiz. And that's a very well bowled, slower ball from Nadir Hussain that did not bounce at all.
Well, the idea was right, just couldn't get the execution. As you said, ball keeping a bit low, just over that wide line, but Fahad Al-Hashmi had moved across the stumps. He's asking the umpire, and if he was bowling, and the umpire would have given him a wide, would have been very upset. Goes for the short ball this time, and he connects well. Will he get a boundary? Good fielding there from Ronak, and they push for 2. I think they will check with the third umpire. That was very close to the rope.
On first instance, it looked like a good save, but let's just have a look at the replay. Yeah, I think he's done well. I think he's done well.
Yeah. Full marks for that fielding effort.
Oh.
This time given as wide because he didn't move across the stumps. Fadil Hashmi. I'll tell you what, this is not a bad option at all. If Fadil Hashmi can play out Nadir Hussein's over and not give his wicket away, Shahrukh Amin will be under a bit of pressure because he's brought in his premier bowler to get him a wicket.
Yeah, he's just trying to hoik it towards mid-wicket, and the ball's not bouncing, and Fahad needs to realize that early. Perhaps he's better off just playing it straight and taking a single, or playing it towards cover.
I don't think he likes playing through cover. That's one problem. But he does have a mean hit straight down the ground. Again, going outside off stump, given as wide. Nadir Hussain mixing it up.
And that's what, again, that's another name for pressure, Abdul, because Nadir is normally very, very accurate with his bowling. You can see he's concerned with bowling at Fahad, so he's trying to bowl away.
He wants to keep that ball away, as far away as possible. Last ball coming up, charges down the track, again given as wide. Well, he's played about 20,000 games, Nadir Hussain. But every match is a different scenario, and he's under pressure against Fadil Hashmi. That's the over so far. Just ball's not bouncing at all from Nadir.
Yeah, Furkan's had quite a workout this over, Abdul. Oh, that's gone through everybody towards the fine leg boundary for a 4.
A 4 by signaled through the bowler, through the batsman's legs, beg your pardon. And even the batman had no chance of stopping that. 11 runs off the over. 37 for no loss. The Expendables in 3.
Left arm round to you, batsman. Left arm round.
Well, that's the batting card for the Expendables. All Ramesh Shehzad at this point in time, and they've got the likes of Danish and Fawad to come.
Yeah, Saqib Hussain can hit a few as well. Another left arm spinner comes into bowl, starts off with a wide. It's Glenn Fernandez, and he bowled a very good spell in the last game against G-Force Lions.
Yeah, he starts off with one down the leg side. This is a different ball game altogether compared to what Glenn would have done in the first game. Ramesh Shehzad is no ordinary cricketer to bowl to, but he started off well. Barring the wide, the length has been good. He's looping the ball a little bit, and it'd be interesting to see how Ramesh tackles this.
Well, one thing you won't see happen is Ramesh losing his shape. This time goes for the sweep. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This is a masterclass from Ramesh Shehzad. The bowler chased him. He knew that was going to happen, and he's played a sweep past that short fine leg fielder.
He's toying with the bowlers and the fielders right now, Abdul, and that's the man's class. 29 of 12 balls. Doesn't look like he's broken a sweat yet. He's literally toying with the bowlers and the field placing.
Oh, very well played. Was always looking for that single. This is not a bad option. You have the boundary in the over. get Fahad Al Hashmi on strike against the spinners. That's why they've sent him up the order. And he'll prefer that slower, loopy spinner.
That has been hit like a rocket. Unfortunately, lands safe in the hands of the fielder at deep mid-wicket.
Well, even our cameraman couldn't catch that ball. It was hit so hard. By the time he could pan to the fielder, he was already throwing it back.
And Faisal Altaf has a smile on his face. He's dodged a bullet.
Furqan Khalil behind the stumps, just prior to that delivery, having a word with Fahad Al Hashmi. What charges down the track? Good adjustment there from Glenn, you have to say. Pulled his length back.
Yeah, he's bowled a tidy over so far. And Fahad Al Hashmi is going to face the last ball of Glenn's over. Something is about to happen, Abdul.
Well, you heard it here first. Kes Farooq has called it. Again going downtown. Faisal Altaf.
And that's the Z Games striker's bowling card. Mohammad Ismail, no wicket for 5 of his solitary over. Faisal Altaf has been expensive. He was taken for a few by Ramiz. 21 off his 1 over. Nadir, 7 off his 1 over. Glenn Fernandez, no wicket for 9 of 1. They've given away 8 extras already. And that's partly because of the pressure Ramiz has created with his batting.
Yes, absolutely. Those 8 extras, 4 of them were buys through the legs of Fahad Hashmi. And 4 wides, so they've already bowled 4.5 overs. They've taken the floating power play and they've brought in the power play specialist, Mohammad Ismail. Short and quick, very well bowled by Ismail. Not giving Fahad Al Hashmi any time to free his arms.
This is going to be our make or break over, Abdul. We've got 5 balls. I know I only got 1 ball in the last over.
Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. Fasten your seat belts. Kes Farooq has called it. This is the make or break over. So far, it's Ismail who's on top. Very well bowled. Ramesh Shahzad limping a bit. I think that inside edge hitting his boot. Those are painful as well.
Yeah, he looks in a little bit of pain, but he'll shake it off. And Ismail started off well, but we've still got 4 deliveries. Oh, that's another faster one. Just darted at Ramiz's legs, and he's missed another one. Very, very, very good over so far from Mohammad Ismail.
Yeah, in the power play as well. Remember, floating power play, just the 3 fielders outside. This young lad is very brave. Oh, he's hit straight. Has he hit Fahad Al Hashmi? Well, Fahad Al Hashmi, you've cost him a boundary. Hit straight and hard. So far, Mohammad Ismail is on top. 8 of 11 deliveries for Fahad Al Hashmi. And there's still 48 on the board. This time the ball hitting his boot and racing away. Oh, he's done really well. Very well done by Abdullah. He saved 2 runs for his team. They thought that was a boundary. A cheeky piece of work there by Furqan Khalil as well.
Some discussion. I think they're checking. I think they're checking for the boundary. But I think Abdullah did very, very well. He saved a couple of runs for his side.
I'm not sure what Shahrukh Amin is telling Ismail. He hasn't conceded a boundary yet. Bowling really well. Was right next to the rope. Yes, he's done really well. Excellent fielding effort. Very well done by the youngster.
एक बॉल अच्छा करिए वाला मैच में आ जाएंगे
2 runs given, so it seems it was off the bat, not the boot. Fahad Hashmi won't mind. 10 of 12 for him. 50 on the board for the Expendables. This is a good start when you're chasing 103. Last ball coming up, hit straight and back to the bowler. Well, Kes Farooq had said it, that this would be a big over, and it is. Just 4 runs off it and a wicket.
Well, Fahad has struggled. He struggled a little.
ये ओवर तगड़ा करेंगे चलो भाग के शॉट फाइन इजाज थोड़ा अंदर रहना
And joining me in the comm box to replace Abdurrahman Tariq is Ahmed Khwaja.
Thank you very much, Kes Farooq. Entertaining match in progress. Target of 104 for the Expendables. And you do feel a lot of it depends on the man on the right of your screen in the gold helmet. Ramesh Shehzad, 32 of 17. Glenn Fernandez resumes his spell of left arm spin. Fawad Ghafoor, the new batter in. Oh, it's a top edge. It's within the circle, short fine leg. And he's put it down. Can you believe it, Kes Farooq?
Oh, that is a big moment in the game, Ahmed. Ramesh Shehzad put down at short fine leg of a nothing shot really, as we have a look at the highlights. He
just got stuck in the pitch there. And he had a second grab at it, and it's been grasped. Well, that wicket is worth 2. Is that the game? Fawad Ghafoor immediately gets launching it to square leg, and another catch gone down. This time it's Faisal Altaf. Drama at the Vision Cricket Centre.
Oh, that's 2 and 2. No communication between that deep square leg and mid-wicket fielder. Fawad Ghafoor again did not middle it at all, and you can see they almost collided. He pulled out at the last minute, and that's a difficult chance for anyone to take under the circumstances.
And this time just gliding it to short third. Beautiful shot by Rambo. Well, you cannot give this man a second life because he'll make you pay.
Well, he showed us the power in his first 37 runs, and this ball you can see the finesse. You can see how well he plays all over the ground. He's a 360-degree player.
Beautifully deflected to the boundary. Minimum of fuss. Glenn Fernandez under pressure. He should have had 2 wickets, not just 1. Cracked straight to that cover fielder. Shahrukh Amin manning that area. And this game has suddenly become very tense, Kes.
It's become very interesting, Ahmed. 56 for 1, 5.4. They're keeping up with the run rate, the required run rate.
Oh, flighted. Just the bottom half of the bat. Excellent footwork from Fernandez there. But they will scamper for 1. But Shahrukh Amin and the Z Games strikers must be thinking, have we given the game away by dropping the catch of Ramesh Shehzad? Taken on the full and, yeah, stretched for it. Just got the spikes on it, perhaps.
Yeah, and he did well to recover the ball. A required run rate of approximately 11 runs and over. Not out of control. We generally tend to see things under 12 being acceptable and being chased down, as Fawad Ghafoor plays that towards deep square leg for a single.
Steady over from Glenn. In fact, it was a pretty decent spell. None for 17 on the day. 58 for 1 with 4 overs to go.
एक लॉन्ग ऑफ
Well, that is the equation. 46 needed of 24. It's going to be Akshay coming into the attack. Akshay Rathore. What can you tell us about him, Kes?
Well, he's been with you, G-Force, for a while. As far as I remember, he's a leg spinner, but he's primarily a batsman. He played for Starlets, I believe, a couple of years back. He looks like he's taken a run up, so he might have started bowling medium pace. From the experience I have with him from perhaps a couple of years ago, the team never considered.
Ghafoor outside off.
Yeah, he started off well. He's bowled it wide and with some accuracy. The length was good, and Fawad just trying to push it towards the point boundary, but he's played and missed.
Shahrukh Amin, the skipper, in the ear of his young fast man, Akshay Rathore. Seems to have filled out since the last time you saw him.
Yeah, he's bulked up, and you can see that in his batting as well. He looks a lot more powerful. He's always been a power striker, but he's developed that aspect of his game further.
Back of a length once again, and just dug out towards mid-wicket for one. Now, if you bowl that stuff to Ramiz Shehzad, we've already seen him clatter a 6 over point. So you need to be a lot closer to the sticks, I reckon.
Yeah, it's going to be a completely different ball game for Akshay Rathore bowling to Ramiz, and it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts when he's got someone like Ramiz in front of him facing his deliveries.
A big man with a very big reputation, Ramiz Shehzad, former UAE international player, outstanding batter, performed for the country for years and years, and still looks an absolute beast. Over the keeper. A touch of genius from Ramiz Shehzad. Boundary.
Well, he's literally toying with Shahrukh Amin right now, and with the fielders as well as the bowlers. He's got this uncanny ability to pick up the length of the ball so early, and you can see how late he played that shot. Even Furkan Khalil, a seasoned wicketkeeper like Furkan Khalil, was not anticipating that.
Beautifully executed that. That was a shot. Well, the first time I ever saw it was from a certain Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. But now everybody's developed that ramp shot over the keeper. 42 of 22 for Rambo. 41 of 21 needed. This game is going to be tight, right down to the wire. Slower ball, bottom edge. Well, that wasn't quite in control, but the Expendables could care less.
They wouldn't mind where the runs come from as long as they're coming, and Ramiz is playing an absolute gem of an innings for them. He got an outside edge, so Akshay Rathore will be unlucky that that's gone to the boundary. And Expendables need 37 of 20. That equation suddenly looks very, very gettable.
Well, they brought in the big gun, Ramiz Shehzad, to boost their batting, and he's most certainly done that. Akshay, under a bit of pressure, hasn't bowled badly. Another change of delivery. Just a hint of extra bounce off the surface. Just kicked off the pitch.
Yeah, he's bowled a good follow-up delivery. He must be under a lot of pressure, and he's bowled that wide, but with accuracy, and he took a little bit of pace off the ball.
Yeah, genuine off-cutter there, but got that extra bounce. And Shahrukh Amin just telling his bowler, give me a dot ball here. Keep Rambo off strike, because he's going to take the game away from us. It must be a pretty stern examination for these young lads as well, playing top-level cricket like this.
It's literal trial by fire, Ahmed.
Steps out and smashes it over extra cover. In fact, he's clearing the dugout. Watch out. It's gone all the way for 6, and that's 50 for Ramiz Shehzad of just 25 deliveries. That was clearing the fences. That was clearing the stands.
That was hit like a tracer bullet, Ahmed. Look at how flat that shot was, and the fielder had no opportunity. Good dive by Glenn, but it was just too quick.
What a blow from the champion batter. Absolutely stunning effort. So 7 overs done and dusted. It's 73 for 1. The Expendables on the charge. Well, just take a look at that. If there's any doubt that was a 6, well, oh, it's just hit the boundary rope on the full. I thought it was way into the dugout, and yes, umpire Satish confirms it. 50 for Rambo then, and I think the game is in hand. He's still limping a bit, just that blow into the inner sole of his boot. Hopefully he'll be all right to take the Expendables across the line. 15 runs off that over from Akshay Rathore. 52 off 25. Look at that strike rate, 208. Absolutely brilliant. He's been peppering the boundary ropes with 4s and 6s. And now Faisal Altaf has to come into the firing line. Fawad Ghafoor, well, he's been looking for the fences, not quite finding them, Cass.
Yeah, Fawad Ghafoor, again, a very, very good batsman, but he seems to be a little bit out of touch. So the best course of action would be, I'll give Ramiz the strike, and he's hit that straight. Commentator's curse on the opposite side. What a beautiful drive, and he's got a boundary.
Well, take that, Mr. Kass Farooq. You said I wasn't feeling it. Let me just scream one through extra cover. Right out of the Wisden manual. It was a hanging full toss, but that was put away with class and elegance. Beautiful shot.
Well, he's known, he's a capable batsman, but you know, talking to him, he had mentioned that he's been a little bit out of touch. But batting with Ramiz seemed to have given him a little bit of confidence.
Oh, absolutely. Just the force field that Ramiz Shehzad creates. Oh, that was a hittable ball as well, dragged towards square leg. And this match, well, it certainly lived up to its billing. It's been non-stop entertainment here in the middle and in the com box with you, Kass Farooq.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun. It's been an exciting 17.2 overs so far. And Faisal is going to be under the pump again because he was taken for 21 by Ramiz off his first over. As we see the highlights of a special innings from Ramiz Shehzad.
Well, the pure power of this man. Look at that shot over point. And this one, just a flick of the wrist and disappeared over mid-wicket. And that glide over the keeper. Oh, it's a full toss and put away like a fly. It's going to be a no ball as well as it screams away to the boundary. Yes, there it is. Faisal Altaf losing it and giving a free hit to the most dangerous man in the park, Ramiz Shehzad.
And that's the pressure he's created on Faisal since the first over he's bowled. Not only has he conceded that boundary, but he now has to bowl at Ramiz with a free hit in sight. So Ramiz can cause real damage with this delivery, and we can see a change. We can see a change in momentum and a shift in momentum with the game moving towards the Expendables, with them having 9 wickets in hand, mind you.
Yeah, this game is running away from the strikers in quick time. Free hit, well, it was back of a length, and Ramiz unlucky to miss out. Just picking up a single. Faisal Altaf, well, he's been smashed for 10 runs just off his 2 legal deliveries. 20 needed off 15 now. That seems to be game in hand, Cass.
Yeah, with 8 wickets in hand under normal circumstances, again, you know, barring a collapse aside, you'd assume, you'd think that the batting team has the complete advantage. 20 of 15 is very, very gettable.
8 of 6 for Fawad Ghafoor as well. Pulled through mid-wicket. Fielder giving chase. Glenn Fernandez, well, he's a spark plug in the outfield. They will pick up 2 relatively easily.
Yeah, he's a young, agile cricketer, very, very quick on his feet. He's saved that. He saved 2 runs for his team.
Well, a lot of young boys in this strikers outfit, all in their early 20s, the likes of Faisal Altaf, Mohammad Ismail, Shahrukh Amin. So this will be a steep learning curve. When you take on the best, you don't drop your catches, Kass Farooq.
Agreed, fair point.
Bang! Like a bullet through extra cover. Kass Farooq is almost on his feet, giving a standing ovation in the com box. That went like an absolute rocket to the fence.
Well, that's Fawad Ghafoor for you. Fawad, look, let's have a look at that. He's just screamed that, and there is a long off, mind you, and that man has had no chance to move. And Fawad has, he's played domestic cricket with Ramiz and myself and a number of us, and he was always the man that we counted on, and he won countless trophies for us in the Ajman and the Koen tournament. So he's a more than capable finisher and a batsman.
Pulled away towards square leg. One bounce over the rope, or maybe that's a maximum. He's putting the exclamation mark on this run chase. Faisal Altaf has been demolished.
Well, that's another maximum, and that look at the change. Look at the change in that 3 balls. We've literally seen Fawad Ghafoor's timing, his shots, and his execution change in a matter of 3 deliveries. That was hit with a lot of power. Again, flat, and there is a fielder on deep square leg, but again, that man had no chance to move. He was just watching the ball sail over the fence.
This has been a destructive partnership. First, it was 50 runs for the opening stand between Ramiz and Fahad Al-Hashmi, and now Fawad Ghafoor matching him shot for shot. Sensational hitting. Just getting confirmation. I think that's bounced just in front or kissed the rope. It's been given as a 6. Let's see if it remains. I think it's been converted into a 4. 94 for 1 at the end of 8. So it's going to be Nadir Hussain to bowl the penultimate over. Only 10 runs to defend though. Rambo on 57. And just looking to manage the run chase. Chance for a run out. Well, he'd sold Fawad Ghafoor a dummy there. He was absolutely gone if that short third fielder had hit.
Well, Fawad Ghafoor is not known for his running, so he had given up halfway. And then this is the last throw of the dice from Shahrukh. I mean, he's brought in his most experienced bowler to see if he can take the game deep into the last over.
Well, that's very mean of you, Qais Farooq. I feel he can still beat you in a 40-meter sprint. Right then, 95 for 1. Oh, slower delivery, well bowled. And they're not going to take a risk running on Furqan Khalil's throwing arm. So a priceless dot delivery. Can we have a photo finish here?
Again, yeah, it's a slower ball, back of the hand, not bouncing at all. And Fawad doesn't need to do this. He can just take a single and just get off strike.
He doesn't need to do it, Qais Farooq, but he wants to do it. That's the difference. 18 off 10. Furqan Khalil up to the stumps now. That's smart. I think he's setting him up for another back of the hander. There it was. But off the pad, and Ramiz absolutely hurtling down the pitch to get on strike. He wants to finish this game right here, right now.
Yeah, he sprinted like a stallion to get to the batting end. And yes, I don't think he wants to take it down to the last over. I have a feeling he's going to just try and finish it off in the next 3 balls if he can.
8 needed off 9. Well, if Ramiz latches onto one, he won't even need those 3 deliveries. Nadir Hussain under pressure. Pace on and sliced over point. It's a boundary. Ramiz Shehzad, the big man, delivers when it always counts.
A square drive hit with a lot of power over the point fielder, and 1 bounce. He almost got that for a maximum.
Yeah, Nadir just bowled it too wide. The length was not bad, but you offered too much width. And there you can see Adil Farooq making a lot of noise. Zishan Durrani is loving it. And they will get the W tonight, thanks to Ramiz Shehzad. 50 partnership of just 22 deliveries. And still giving a good ball the due respect.
Yeah, he's batted.
62 of 30, a sparkling innings. Pulled over mid-wicket. There is protection out there. So the young lads of the strikers still putting in the hard yards. Ramiz Shehzad will keep the strike. 3 runs remaining for victory in the final over.
So the last over of the inning, Expendables need 3 of 6 balls. We saw very, very happy Expendables dugout. They needed this win after 2 consecutive defeats on the opening day of the fan code DCC X10 Division 2 event.
Yeah, getting back to winning ways. That will be a big sigh of relief for Adil Farooq. An animated conversation as always. Former UAE international player. Vice captain of the national side as well. And Shahrukh Amin, the skipper of the strikers, taking responsibility for the final 6 balls. Don't bowl a full toss, my friend. Try to keep it on a length. Here we go. Back cut behind point. It finds the gap. And that is victory for the Expendables. They cruise home by 9 wickets. And there you go. The men in black and yellow making noise. And it's Ramiz Shehzad, 64, unbeaten, who led from the front with the bat. And they've done it in style.
Well, the Expendables come back with a bang, courtesy that man, Ramiz Shehzad, ably supported by Fawad Ghafoor. And they've beaten a very, very good side in Z Games.
Just found the gap behind point. And once it beat the inner ring, there was absolutely no chance. Clinical and devastating. That is Ramiz Shehzad for you. It was that 50-run opening stand with Fahad Al-Hashmi. 10 of 13 for him. And then Fawad Ghafoor hit those timely 4s and 6s, especially off Faisal Altaf. And he's being rightly given a standing ovation by his teammates.
The customary head on the, the helmet on the head. He never takes it off when he's walking off the ground. And that's just his customary style.
Well, that lets the opposition know you couldn't get rid of me. And Z Game strikers, well, they certainly need to get back to the drawing board. They had a good day 1, but they just came across the colossus. That is Ramiz Shehzad and Adil Farooq. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant scenes here at the Vision Cricket Centre. And the Expendables, day 2 of the fan code DCC X10 has got them back to winning ways. Well, let's take a look at the statistics for you. Fahad Al-Hashmi, 10 of 13, cotton bowled by Mohammad Ismail. Ramiz Shehzad, outstanding, sensational, brilliant. 67 not out of 32 deliveries. And Fawad Ghafoor, the powerhouse, 80 not out of 11. 10 extras in that innings. That will be a concern for the strikers. Mohammad Ismail, the sole bowler, who did well on the night for them. 1 for 9 in his 2 overs. Faisal Altaf took a pasting, as did Shahrukh Amin. And Akshay Rathore was taken for 15 as well. Glenn Fernandez with a decent spell of none for 17. And Nadir Hussain, none for 13 as well. But let's take a look at the highlights. It was the Ramiz Shehzad show. Just easing that through extra cover off the spinner. And then when the fast bowlers came in, anytime they erred in their line and length, they were sent packing to the boundary. Massive pull shot over mid-wicket. He tried to challenge him with pace, and he gleefully accepted, just ramping that over the keeper. Nadir Hussain bowled a decent over, but then those 4 byes, they just kept picking up boundaries when they needed. This was that cotton bowl of Fahad Al-Hashmi. Good take by Mohammad Ismail, and then the spinners Glenn Fernandez glided behind point. Once again, that ramp shot over the keeper. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Sharp reflexes. Akshay Rathore then, anytime he offered a hint of width, that was squeezed away behind third man. And then that power shot over extra cover flat. 1 bounce over the rope, and then Fawad Ghafoor started to get into the action as well. powering that through extra cover. This was the semi-winning blow, sliced over backward point, and that was all she wrote. So that's the match summary for you. Z Game strikers 103 for 5 in their allotted 10 overs. Shahrukh Mohammad Amin 50 of 28, the captain leading from the front. It was Zishan Durrani 2 of 18 and Adil Farooq, the skipper, 2 for 24. And in response, the Expendables, Ramesh Shahzad 67 odd out of 32 deliveries. Fawad Ghafoor 18 of 11. Mohammad Ismail, the sole wicket taker for the strikers, as the Expendables won the first match of the fan code DCC X10 Division 2 by 9 wickets. Well, that's all from the comm box for now. Now we wait for the post-match presentation ceremony. Over to you, outside, in the middle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation. It was Z Game strikers against the Expendables, and it was a one-sided run chase in the end, thanks to a masterclass from the man of the match. Before that, some notable performances. Shahrukh Amin, the captain of Z Strikers, scoring 50, and Zishan picking up 2 wickets. But there are no surprises. The man of the match of this encounter is Ramesh Shahzad of the Expendables. Well, Ramesh Shahzad, eat, sleep, score a 50, repeat.
No, I won't say that. I was just working hard. The wicket wasn't what I expected. It was slightly different, and the ball felt a bit heavy as well. So had to look for a different approach to my innings today.
Yeah, you started off a bit slowly. Actually saw a good front foot defense and then cut loose when the fast bowler came out. Was that the plan?
I was actually trying to go for him in the first 2 balls, and as I said, the ball wasn't really coming up to the mark. The elevation wasn't there, and the middle of the bat felt a bit smaller because the ball's a bit heavy. So I started looking a bit squarer of the wicket.
Well, you've been off injury for quite some time. Been working off season on your fitness and your batting?
I've been working a bit, yeah, but I still got to work harder.
As natural talent, that's for sure. Congratulations, man. Well played. Well, there you have it. That's us from the match presentation. We'll be back for game number 3 after a short break. Stay tuned.